Hey guys, Sherry here. I'm back for my third vlog, and today I want to talk about networking. The reason I want to talk about networking today is because I'm on my way to the Radisson here in Sudbury to host my fourth networking boot camp, and I thought what a great time to discuss why I think networking is important and why you should do it. First of all, I always ask what is networking, and I get a lot of different answers. And to sum it up, networking is about who you know, and who knows you and who knows what you do. And the key to really good networking is building relationships. So the first thing I like to tell the people that come to my networking bootcamp is make sure that you're prepared. The first thing I like to tell them when I'm telling them to get prepared is that you need to dress for success. And whatever that means in your field, you want to bring your best appearance. So making sure your suit or your shirt or your dress or even your jeans are clean and that they look great, because the first impressions are lasting impressions. When I say dress for success too, I always like you to think about who you are and your industry. So for example, I own Plan A, which does a lot of interviewing and recruitment to healthcare professionals. Now, the people that we're meeting on a regular basis are typically wearing scrubs to work. So we don't want to greet them in our prom dresses and tuxedos, if you know what I mean. So in our Plan A office, or when we're out networking, we like to keep it kind of business casual. So you'll see us with jeans on and a blazer, but we'll have our plan. So when I say dress for success, it doesn't mean you have to have a $2,000 Armani suit or anything like that, but make sure it's aligned to your industry. The second thing I like to tell people is that you need to have good grooming. So, I've been stuck there with people who have unfortunately really bad breath. It makes it very hard for me to pay attention to what they have to say when their breath is hitting me in the face every time they open their mouth. So I like to say hygiene is not a greeting. Hygiene, it's about keeping yourself groomed and clean. So before I go to a networking event, I like to brush my hair, brush and floss my teeth, make sure that I have an appropriate amount of makeup on, that I don't have any eye goop in there, and that sort of thing. Those little details that you pay attention to on yourself make a huge amount of difference. My next note is introducing yourself. So how do you want to introduce yourself in a way that's going to be memorable? So I have a couple spins on my name that I like to share. I'll share with you today. So Sherry Tomczyk. So I'll say, hi, my name's Sherry Tomczyk. Take out the M and the K and it's Sherry Too Chic. Just a little play on my name, so then when I do introduce myself like that, I will get called that throughout the evening. Hey, it's Sherry Too Chic. Do I think I'm too chic? No. But did it make them laugh? Was it memorable? Yes. So look for a play on your name so you can introduce yourself as confidently as you can. A solid handshake goes a long way, and being in business for 8 years, let me tell you, I've had my share of really horrible handshakes. Learn how to shake hands in a way that is confident, that's not a vice grip, but that shows that you're comfortable with who you are. Keeping it brief and memorable when you're meeting with someone. Don't dominate someone's time. We all have about 2 hours when we're at a networking event. And I say 2 hours because I'm referring to Sudbury's Networking After 5. Don't dominate someone's time. And if you're finding someone's dominating all of your time, it's okay to say to them, hey, we're both here today to do some networking. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Have a good time networking, and I hope to catch up another time. It's okay to call the conversation to an end. Minding your business manners. So when you are talking to someone, that you're giving them all of your attention, not looking over the shoulders, who else is here, not looking at where else you could be, giving them your attention, learning to listen, not interrupting them. Those kinds of things are very, very important. I like to say learn to listen, and then you will listen and learn. Learning to listen really helps you to build that relationship with a person, because they're feeling heard and they're feeling valued, and that what you have to say is valuable. Everybody that you meet knows something that you don't know. Pull that out of somebody. And the way I like to do that is by asking open-ended questions. Some of the things I'll talk about are local and current events, news. I look for something I have in common with them. Do they have children? Did they pick their Halloween costumes out yet? There's so many ways to get a conversation going. And then for following up, so you grab a business card with somebody that you'd like to potentially have a meeting with, and the next step is in a day or two, use that business card to find an email address, send them a hello, remind them that it was a pleasure to meet them, and invite them to the next level, which is usually coffee or lunch. Some of the things I would also be mindful of is alcohol consumption, not drinking too much at an event, because you can say or do something that you could regret if you aren't paying attention to that. Gossiping, anything that's not very classy, you want to keep that out of the networking event. Networking is an ongoing process, and that's one more thing I want to say. You can't just get out there once and expect that anybody's going to know or remember, give you a lead or refer you to someone. You have to do it consistently. And by consistently, I would say if you're new to the game, no less than 3 to 4 networking events a month. As you get more comfortable in your community and more people know you, you can bring that down. But I mean, when I started Plan A, it was 3, 4, 5 times a month, getting out there, shaking hands, getting to know my community. And it was really about pushing myself out of that comfort zone. And once I did, I ended up 8 years later teaching networking boot camp, if you can imagine. So that's my spiel on networking. I'm not sure what your takeaway is. I hope you got some tidbits that are going to help you with your next networking event. If you have any questions or comments, leave them for me, and I'll be happy to pay attention to that and answer anything you have to say. Thank you, and have an okay day.